Whitecaps in black, Storm in white. 1-0 Storm. 11:15 left in the first period. Sadie, Grace, and Zoe out with Clara and Rita's out.
I can do it.
Yeah, I don't mind. So Ivy, Rylan, and Maddie are out with Quinn and Quinn.
Was he not commentating?
.51 left in the first. We have Ella, Sadie, and Kalia with Tess and Rhea. Sadie Crawford in nets. 1-0 Storm. Lexi and Grace out with Sadie. Zoe just joined them. And we have Clara and Allie at G. Ivy's out. And Maddie. So 1-1.
Okay, I think we should have some audio on the go now. Whitecaps just big bounce back goal from Zoe Berthiaume, assisted by Ivy, I think they said. Goal early on a bad bounce, got in behind Sadie. Girls have bounced back well here. We've got Maddie, Ivy, and Rylan out with Quinn and Quinn back on Dean. Maddie wins the draw. She gets a shot towards the net and gloved and held on to. Ivy right on the doorstep. Face off again to the right of, I think it's a PEI team. I think they're called Central Storm. I think so far they've got a couple wins. This will be their third game of the tournament. It looks like they'll probably be through till tomorrow. The girls beat Fundy yesterday, and a win here this afternoon would certainly improve their chances of getting through to tomorrow. They have a game later this afternoon against Metro East Inferno, a game they can certainly compete and hopefully win in. Cleared to the line, but not out. Puck in front of the net. Maddie will scoop it up and try and move it out. Comes onto Ryland's stick. She gets checked there. Maddie takes a swat at it. Comes onto Quinn Hodgson's stick. She gets it to the line. Again, not quite out. Quinn Turner gets it. Gets her stick check. Scramble in the corner. The eye player comes out with it. All the Whitecap girls out late in the shift. Try and clear the zone here. Quinn Turner will pick it up. She'll move it along the boards. Pops over Ivy's stick. Dump back in deep. Quinn will try it again. She falls as she wraps it around the boards to the line, but not out. That comes across the line and out, not whistled down. Girls will start a change here. They got to be quick. Ray will try and chase her down. Shot towards the net. Pops over the net. So he kind of lost it there for a sec. Ray will pick it up behind the net. She'll move it up to Sadie McNee and McDonald. Pick up line by Ella Cartwright. Oh, she has it just off a little further than she wanted it to. Good pick on Ella as she was pressuring in the offensive zone. Comes to the line and out. Ella kicks it back in. Back out again. Good aggressive check by Clea. They dig along the boards. Tass is coming to join. Over to Sadie McDonald. She can't quite get a handle on it. Clea with a good back check. Gets it to Sadie again. Sadie tries to kick it along the boards. Clea will come in and give her a hand. Tied up along the boards there. Clea knocked down. It comes to almost back to Rhea. Oh, comes to the line here. Tess takes a swat at it. Sadie McNeil with a good stick check. Comes to the line. Shot towards the net. Saved by Sadie. Yeah, and bouncing pucks all around the net. Back to the line. Ella out on the check. Comes to Clea. Clea will get room to leave the zone. She moves it across to Ella. Ella almost splits the D. Can't quite get a handle on it. Girls changing on the fly now. Lexi and Zoe out to join. Ella late in her shift. She'll try and get a change here. Grace McDonald will come out to join her line. But Ali Marr and Claire McDonald back on D. Storm moving in deep. Grace will pick it up, moving along the boards. She's checked there, shot towards the net but wide. Ali Marr will pick it up behind the net, moves it up. Nice touch pass by Zoe to get out of the zone. Good pressure from Lexi, comes back on the Zoe stick. Zoe with a shot on net and doesn't miss by much. Good bounce back by the Whitecaps. Tied game, shots 4 apiece, 2:47 left in the first period. Format this weekend is 3 12-minute stop time periods with no flooding between to try and get the games through in 1 hour ice time. Shot right off the draw. Grace with a good look and good save by the Storm goalie. Lexi wins the draw. Lexi's been dominant on the draws so far this year. Back to Claire McDonald. She'll get turned. She's facing pressure from 2 Storm players. She'll wisely dump it up along the boards. Grace knocks it out. Lexi out after it near center. Whitecaps keep it moving towards the Storm zone. We'll come back to Allie. Oh, she fans on it a little bit. They'll go deep. Allie got to watch it. She almost picked up the interference call there. Grace leaves the zone. She's got her 3 line mates. They're late in the shift. Grace will dump it deep. Zoe and Grace will come off, get Ivy and Rylan out. Broken up there at center. Lexi Bro out late in her shift. She'll dump it in and she'll complete the line change. Maddie Chisholm comes out. Storm player gains the zone. Nicely broken up by 3 Whitecaps there. Foot race to it. And Sadie will grab it and hang on. 1:35 left in the first. Tied score at 1 apiece. Shots 5 apiece. Maddie wins the draw. Ryland tied up there. Comes out to center. Storm will move it across the ice. And they move it back across towards their zone. Ryland in after it on an aggressive forecheck. Ivy will come across. Breaks that up. Quinn Hodgson moves it up to Ryland. It hops just across her stick. Good aggressive check by Quinn to keep. Maddie dumps it, and will it have enough for icing? It will. Face-off will come back into the Whitecap zone. Whitecaps with a full change. Kalia, Ella, and Sadie coming out with Rhea and Tess. Whitecaps with a full roster this weekend. Quinn Hodgson back from an injury, so the D pairs are back to what they normally are. Rhea gets it behind the net. She moves it around. Tess after it there. Comes towards the side of the net. Dump it towards the line and not quite out. Tess will move it along the boards. Ella grabs it there. She's got a little bit of room. She tries to chip it past and get stuffed there. Allie Marr comes out. She moves it around the boards. Number 9 from Storm sitting there waiting for it. Rhea's out late in the shift. She has her stick lifted. Comes to Allie. She moves it through the slot. She'll goes behind the net. Picked off there by number 9 from Storm. She takes a walk in. Good positional save by Sadie. The girls under a little pressure here. Sadie McDonald will move it to the line, but not out. Ella in after it. She'll dump it past and out. Clea's got it. Oh, it goes between her feet there. And that'll end the first. Score even at 1 apiece. Shots 6-5 for PEI Storm. Lexi Bro, Zoe Berthume, and Grace McDonald line will come out to start the period with Ali Marr and Claire McDonald back on D. Goalie's ready, puck drop, another face-off win by Lexi. Ali moves it over to Grace. Girls gain the zone. Grace with a shot towards the net. Goes wide. Zoe into the corner after it. Lexi will come in for support. Ali will pick it up and dump it behind the net. Grace in aggressively after that. Good check to break that up. She's got pressure from a couple players. Storms move it out towards the line, but not out. Good back check by Zoe. Number 16, Taylor, across center. She tries to gain the zone, but doesn't. Comes back out to Grace. Takes a bad bounce and hops off her stick. Lexi Bro after it aggressively. Comes over to Clara. Scramble along the boards. PEI come out with it. PEI fans looking for a call on the play. Nothing there. Zoe will grab it. She dumps it into the zone. Not enough for icing. Girls changing on the fly. We got Rylan Ivy and Maddie out there now. Claire and Ellie been out for a while on D. Sadie will wisely hold on to that and get a face-off. Give Claire and Ellie a chance to get off. Oh, out in front of the net. Couple opportunities for the Storm here. They can't get a handle on it. Shot towards Sadie. Sadie will scoop it up and slow it down. Good heads up save by Sadie. We're pushing and shoving after the whistle. Quinn Hodgson letting PEI know it's not going to be able to get in Sadie's face for the game. Shot towards the net, kicked aside by Kalia. We got Kalia, Ella, and Sadie out now. Pass comes back up to Sadie McDonald. She chips it into the zone. She's got two PEI players against her. She's bodied off the puck. PEI will get it to the line and out. Quinn Turner in after it. She's got a little bit of pressure, but she'll move it along the boards up to Sadie. Oh, takes a weird bounce, and Sadie can't quite get a handle on it. She moves it across to Ella, but Ella can't quite get a hold of it. Tess has got it. She's got some room. She'll move up with Kalia. She dumps it deep. Leah McDonald in aggressively after it. Her and Sadie battle in the corner. Goes behind the net. PEI chip it up to the half boards. Oh, Ray O'Brien with a pinch. A miss. Got a 3-on-none here. And good glove save by Sadie. PEI with a glove in stick in Sadie's glove after the whistle, after she had it saved. If the ref's going to send the Whitecap or not. Nope. Which is good. Face off to Sadie's left. Lexi will get waved out of the face-off after Rhea took a little bit of a jump there. Grace comes in to take it. Scramble draw. Comes back towards the line. Tessa will battle in the corner for it. Grace will pick it up. Moves it towards the line, but not out. Tessa and Grace in against the boards. Comes back to the line. PEI player will get a shot off. Nice hard shot. Goes high and wide. Good look there for PEI. Shot towards the net, kind of fanned on the shot. Grace will pick it up out of the scrum. She's got Zoe with her. Lexi joining the rush. Zoe hauled down, no call on the play. Ref's definitely letting them play here so far. Oh, nice pass across. Allie will have to hustle. Allie does a good job of cutting them off. Comes in front of the net, right through the crease, but wide. Grace will pick it up. This line's out late in the shift. Grace has got some room. She dumps it from just behind center. The ref will let it go for no icing. Lexi in to put some pressures. The other girl changed. Rylan comes out. And it's picked up and dumped the legs of the ice, and that one will have enough for icing. 7:47 left in the second period. Definitely a bit of a little momentum shift. PEI's been putting pressure on there, ahead 9-5 on shots, but it's still a 1-1 game. Face-off one comes back towards the line. Quinn does a good job to keep it in. Quinn Turner. Girls with good pressure. Comes out to the line. Whitecaps will have to back out. Big number 16 for PEI gets in across the line. Well angled by Quinn Hodgson. She has to slam the brakes on. Battle along the boards. Maddie comes in to join. 4 or 5 players in there now. Some pushing and shoving. Can't really see what's going on. Puck's tied up. It pops out. Nice pass across. And Sadie will glove it and hang on. Maddie, Ivy, and Rylan will stay out with the Quins on D. Cleanly won by Maddie. Quinn Turner will pick it up behind the net. She'll dump it along the boards. Good pinch by PEI to keep it in there. Comes the line. Big number 17. She's got some time. She's got another good look. And Sadie gets a glove on it. Bobbled a little bit. The ref blew it down early. Might have been a good opportunity for PEI, but the whistle was blown. Ella, Kalia, and Sadie out. And it looks like Tess and Rhea back on D. Leah wins, goes over to Tess. Shot, another shot on net. PEI's doing a good job of getting pucks on the net. Face off one by Clea again. Tess will pick it up behind the net, skate it behind. She's got pressure. She'll reverse. She'll dump it around behind. Ella tries to get there. She gets out-skated to the puck. Rhea battles in the corner. Clea behind the net. She'll reverse. Send it over to Sadie McDonald. Sadie chips along the boards but can't get it out. Comes back towards the line. Shot wide of the net. Oh, weird bounce off the backboards. Anyways, lucky the girls get it. Ella gets it out of the zone. Clea picks it up there. Ella knocks it towards the blue line. The PEI will pick it up there. Nice pass across to number 8. She's got a little bit of room. Good back check by Ella and Clea. Tess will pick it up and get turned. She tries to move it up to Ella and out of the zone, but it gets stuffed. Nice pass into the middle here. Shot on net. Rebound, and PEI pounds it away. Number 8 left all alone in front of the net. Picks up her own rebound and makes it a 2-1 game. Whitecaps had a good pushback shift last time. We'll see if they can get this second-year line of Zoe, Grace, and Lexi to have another good pushback shift here. Dumped in. Grace with an opportunity here. She battles into the corner. Zoe comes in to help. They can't quite get a handle. Wrapped around the boards. Be picked up by number 14 from PEI there. Grace into battle. Comes towards the front of the net. Reversed by number 11 from PEI, moves behind the net, gets it up to the half boards, not quite out. Claire tries to keep it in, it hops out over the line. Lexi will grab it and dump it deep. The Whitecaps will start a change. Ryland and Ivy come out. Lexi stays in late to allow for some pressure. Comes back to the line. Quinn Turner with a shot towards the net. It doesn't get through. PEI will try and leave the zone. They do. They get to center, dump it towards the blue line and in. Lexi out late in the shift. She'll try and get a change, but it's deep in the Whitecap zone. Quinn Turner gets checked behind. An aggressive forechecking from PEI. Comes out in front of the net. Lexi late in her shift gets there. Ryland will pick it up. She's got a little bit of room. She'll gain the zone. Tries to get a shot on that, but can't get it. Whitecaps on a change here. Quinn and Quinn out. Quinn Hodgson with a good aggressive check to break that up before number 4 gets a check. Maddie Chisholm with it behind the net. She gets her pocket pick. Comes out towards the line. The girls looking a little flat. They had a great game yesterday. They're looking like just get clearing for Maddie. Maddie's got one person to beat. Number 4, good stick by number 4 to break that up. Ivy goes in to challenge behind the net. Girls are changing. Ella's come out. Dumped in across the line. Oh, Ella will come back on the late back check. She'll get turned, moves it up to Ivy, or it hits the ref on its way to Ivy. Dump back in deep. Ray will pick it up behind the net. Aggressive forecheck again by number 10. Gets Ray off the puck, moved in front of the net. Ivy's there, but number 4 from PEI picks it up. Ray will pick it up again. She moves it up to Ella. Ella will try and toe drag. She gets stuffed trying to toe drag it out of the zone. Moved up to Ivy. She'll chip it out of the zone, and the girls will get the rest of that line change. Leah and Sadie come out. Dumped into the Whitecap zone. Tess will dump it towards the line. Comes to Ella. She tries to move it forward. Kalia will get a chance near the blue line, but can't get a handle on it. Dump deep into the Whitecap zone again. Having a hard time with possession. PEI largely controlling the puck. Sadie McDonald just about digs it out of the D skates. Clea battles at center, knocked off of her stick. Ref doing a good job of non-calls. Tess moves up the boards to Ella. Ella will chip it past, and she creates a little bit of room for her and Clea. She dumps it in. Nice little toe drag. It pops off her stick, though. Clara with a good pinch. She moves into the zone. Lexi Bro out now on the change. That'll be dumped in. We've got Lexi, Grace, and Zoe out now with Clara and Allie back on D. Dumped into the zone. Zoe will go back to try and pick it up. She loses it on the boards and tried to move it out in front of the net. Tied up there, battle behind the boards, or behind the net. Comes out to the blue line. Oh, Zoe just can't quite get there. She had a lot of room in front of her. Shot towards Sadie. Sadie will glove it and hold on. Minute 38 left in the second period. Shots now 13-5 for the Whitecaps. I'm not sure that the Whitecaps have recorded a shot this period yet. Scramble draw. Grace will try and pick it up out of the pile. She does. She moves it out of the zone. She gets it deep into the zone. She's got Zoe with her. Broken up there along the boards. D changing on the fly. When Hodgson has come out to join Clara. Dumps deep. And Clara will have to race back. She gets turned. Moves it up to Grace. Grace tries to chip it out of the zone, and she does. Lexi will pick it up there. Lexi and Zoe go in 2-on-1. Lexi tries to move it across to Zoe, gets broken up on the way across. PEI will get turned and start moving out of the zone. Ivy comes out. She battles along the boards with number 18, Gil. Goes into the zone. Claire will pick it up there, move it to Zoe. Zoe moves it out of the zone to center ice. Number 11 for PEI picks it up and dumps it deep behind the net. Player out late in the shift, loses it to the PEI player. She'll be looking to get off. She's been out for a long time. Shot, nice quick snapshot, goes high and wide to Sadie, didn't miss by much. 28 seconds left. Whitecaps looking to get out of this period and regroup a little bit. No flooding between these periods, so it's not like they got a chance to go to the dressing room. They'll have a couple seconds by the bench, but they need to find the next gear for the third period if they hope to pull this one out. Oh, up for Lexi. Lexi will get it. She'll dump it deep. She's changing on the fly. Maddie will come out. Ryland is out. And that'll do it for the second period. Whitecaps down by a goal, being outshot 13-5. PEI's winning. Zoe got the only goal for us. Again, no flooding between the periods. We'll go right into the third period. Maddie, Ivy, and Ryland will start with the Quins back on D. So the Whitecaps can have a quick start to this period and a good pushback. Definitely got outskated and outplayed the second period. Picked up by Quinn Turner. She's behind center. She'll dump it in, and that'll go for icing. Face off to the right is Sadie. Maddie in to take it. Won fairly cleanly by the PEI team. Comes back to the point. Shot by number 4 right on that. No traffic in front of the net. Sadie saw it all the way and gloves it and hangs on. They'll do it again. One back to the point again. Shot by number 4. Steered wide of the net by Sadie. Picked up and chipped behind the net. Number 9, PEI will grab it there. Tries to move it out in front of the net. Nobody there. Whitecaps pick it up and try and leave the zone with it. Quinn Turner will pick it up. She gets it out to PEI's blue line. Bounces back to center. Ivy will grab it and dump it into the zone. PEI move it D to D and back out to center. Number 10 will pick it up there. Back out over the line. Number 4 will dump it in on that. Sadie Sears to the side. Quinn Turner will pick it up behind the net. She finds Ryland along the boards. Ryland's picked right away. Goes back in behind the net. Quinn will go behind the net to Quinn Turner. She's facing pressure there. PEI aggressive on the forecheck. Whitecaps having a hard time leaving their zone. There we go. Quinn Hodgson gets it. She's got some room. She'll skate it up to center, and she dumps it into the zone. The girls will try and get a change. Ryland out late to try and get some pressure. Maddie will stay on to pressure it in the zone. Ooh, just about coughed up there. Big number 4 from PEI brings it out to center, but she's checked there by Ray O'Brien. Kalia McDonald with a good aggressive check. Kalia takes a swat at it. Actually, that was Sadie McDonald. Ella picks it up. She moves it across to Kalia. Gets stuck in Sadie's feet. Kalia gains the zone, or gains the red line and dumps it in. Go behind the net. Ella after it. She gets beat there by the PEI player. Kalia in along the boards. Battles. Comes back out to Tess. Tess with a good pinch, but she can't keep it in. Number 15 for PEI walks across the Whitecaps line with it. Oh, Leah takes a fall. Number 15 gains the zone. She makes a couple nice moves. She has to reverse under pressure. Back to the line. Number 17 comes on Sadie. Redirected right in front of the net. Sadie does a good job to track that one and hang on. Whitecaps shotless since probably the end of the first period. They got to get some offense on the go here. Play's definitely been in their end. Did a great job of creating offense yesterday against Fundy. Looking a little overwhelmed by the PEI team here today, maybe. Clara digs it out along the boards, comes to the high slot, picked up there by Zoe. She'll get turned. Zoe's been having a great weekend. Goal yesterday, goal today. Claire McDonald at the line, hops over her stick. Nice recovery as number 16 from PEI almost picked her pocket. In behind the net, PEI's got some time and space to move it towards the line, and it'll come out to Clara. She'll dump it up to the boards. Lexi into pressure at there, move D to D, and up to the left winger. And PEI leaves the zone. They dump it deep, and they'll get a change. 8:44 left in the third. Whitecaps looking to tie this one up. Ali Marr gains the line and dumps it deep. And behind the net, Lexi Bro in after it. Good support along the boards from Grace McDonald. It squeaks out past her. Zoe battles with it. And big scrum along the boards. Lexi will come out and change. Maddie will come on for her. PEI go D to D and dump it out of the zone. Good heads up play by Zoe to keep it at the line. Zoe in along the boards aggressively. Maddie will come in there too. Shot in towards the PEI net, doesn't make it through. Whitecaps changing on the fly. Quinn Hodgson's come out to join Quinn Turner. And the Ivy, Maddie, and Rylan line are out now too. Number 9 from PEI with some speed and a nice ref. Doing a great job of letting them skate. That was an aggressive stick by Quinn to play the puck. The PEI player went down. I don't know necessarily a clear trip, but Quinn's going to go on the trip. 7:33 left. PEI with an opportunity to go up by 2 goals here. Whitecaps looked really good on the penalty kill yesterday. Hopefully it'll be effective today and they can keep this a 1-goal game. Face off one by the Whitecaps. Tess will get it behind the net. She dumps it along the boards. Ivy can't quite get there in front of the net. Rhea picks it up, clears it behind the net. She'll shoot it out. Kept in at the line by PEI. Oh, bounces in front of the net. Tess gets it out of there as there were 2 players right on the doorstep. Number 4 misses at the line, and it goes mostly the length of the ice. PEI will have to reset. Big number 9 leaves the zone. She chips it past Tess. She got it pretty clear in the lane to the net. And she goes in short side on Sadie. Allowed to walk in all alone. PEI strike quick on the power play and make it a 2-goal game. Whitecaps got to find some energy here. Looked really flat since the Zoe Berthiaume goal, middle of the first period. Shot towards the net. Sadie will rub it in on. Comes out, a little bit of rough stuff in front of the net. Doesn't look like it'll result in penalty. Ref having a talk with them. There's a little bit there on both sides, right? Out towards the line, shot towards the net through traffic. Sadie does a good job of tracking that one. She'll hang on. 6:28 left in the third. Shots now 18-5. At 1 point they were 6-5. Last 12 shots have been on PI. Another one just wide of the net, right off the face-off. Girls got to find some energy. Comes to Clea. Clea finds Ella at the blue line. Ella has it hop over her stick. PEI right on it. Turn it. Move the zone. Good stick by Ali Mar to break that up. Comes back to the line to number 8. She's got some room. She shoots high and wide of the net. Sadie got a piece of it on the way by. Sadie McDonald moves it towards the line, but not out. Clea will pick it up, and she'll dump it out over the line. Actually, that was Ali. Comes to Ella. Oh, Ella again, right over her stick. Two or three opportunities. Lots of open ice and just missing it on the stick. Comes into the zone. Lexi Bro comes out for Clea. Girls changing here. All stay on and join the rush with Zoe and Lexi. Back to the line. Allie will keep it in. Dump towards the net, but not in. Shot towards the net. Comes onto Zoe's stick. She shoots it just wide of the net. Ella will pick it up. She's late in the shift. She directs it towards the net, but it goes in behind. Lexi Bro in there. Zoe to battle for it. Ella's out late in the shift. She has it chipped around her. Ella keeps it in at the blue line. She'll dump it deep and complete that change. Grace McDonald, number 12, battle against the boards. Here comes Lexi. She comes out of the scrum with it. She shoots towards the net, just high and wide. Nice look for Lexi. 4:26 left. Whitecap's got to strike quick here if they have any hope of tying this up. No overtime in the round robin. If they do get a chance to tie it up, it will end as a tie. And Hodgson reverses behind the net. She's got some room. She'll skate with it. Facing pressure. Whitecap's changing on the fly. Maddie Chisholm and Ivy McIsaac will come out. Number 14 gains the zone. Tries to split the D, but doesn't get through them. Shipped up along the board. Zoe out late in the shift. She'll try and get off and change, but they're stuck deep in their own zone. Right out into the high slot. Number 17 with a look. And Sadie gets a good look at it coming through traffic. Kind of buried under the pile. Ref telling him to move it. Comes out of the scrum. And number 9 gets a look at it. Good battle behind the boards. Comes out in front of the net again. And held onto there. And some more pushing and shoving in front. Ref looks like he might hit one of them out of the pile this time. But he doesn't. Whitecap's changing. We've got Zoe coming off and Ryland going on. Zoe too late on the change and she'll get stuck on the ice. Face off one by Maddie into the corner. Zoe will grab it, move it to the line, but not quite out. Shot from the point through traffic, makes it through. Sadie with a good reactionary save. Behind the net, Tess McDonald will try and get there. She moves it along the boards. Ivy McIsaac will pick it up. She'll chip it up, picked up by number 9, directed towards the net, and Sadie will hang on. Whistle give Zoe a chance to change, complete that line change. So Rylan, Maddie, and Ivy are out with Ray and Tess on D. Ray O'Brien's got time. She'll move it towards the line, chipped out by Rylan. Ivy McIsaac in after it in the PEI zone. Number 17 will get turned and start moving it out of the zone. Oh, number 22 with a good move around Ray to get room. She just misses, just wide blocker side. She had a good look. 2:28 left. The Whitecaps are going to have to. Ref really got the whistle put away here. Ref's going to send both of them this time, it looks like. Ray and number 9. Seen enough of the rough stuff in front of the net after the whistle. Not sure if it'll be 4-on-4 or looks like it'll be coincidental minors and be 5-on-5. Ella, Kalia, and Sadie are out with Clara and Allie. Comes out and Kalia will dump at the length of the ice, but it will go on the goalie. No icing there. Oh, Kalia picks number 6's pocket and has a nice look. Can't quite get it through. Allie will shoot it towards the net. Through traffic, doesn't get through. Out towards the line, number 8 will pick it up. Good pinch by Allie, but number 8 gets past her. She gets around Clara, gets a lane to the net, shoots it high and wide. Sadie McDonald chases it near the blue line, can't quite squeak it through. Kalia in there to support her. Tied up along the boards and out. And PEI will walk in offside. 1:30 left. PEI up by a couple goals. Grace McDonald with chance, gain the zone, aggressively broken up by PEI. Lexi Burrow pick it up behind the net. She moves it along the boards to Zoe. PEI ferocious on the forecheck, break it up before it even leaves the zone. Quinn Turner battles behind the net. Grace McDonald will pick it up. Grace will pick it up and try to move it out, but she can't quite get it out. She'll get another chance here. She'll skate it across the blue line. But quickly picked up by PEI and dumped back in. 40 seconds left. Quinn will move it up to Zoe. Zoe's got a little bit of room. Sadie McDonald coming out to Zoe, stuck in the zone after she got tripped up. Empty net and 16 seconds left. Comes across to Ella. It ends up in her feet. She can't quite get a handle on it. Ella will get it with 7 seconds left. She's hauled down on the way to the net. No call. Oh, it is going to be a late call. That'll do it. Whitecaps with a 3-1 loss, outshot 24-5. I honestly don't think they had a shot in the second or the third period. Sadie kept them in it. Stick around for a minute, see who player of the game is. Zoe with the lone goal. Sadie Crawford with a 21 save. Solid game. Whitecaps now have 1 win, 1 loss for the tournament. Their chances to go through to Sunday are going to hinge on them getting a win this afternoon against Metro East Inferno. That game's at the Hector Arena in Pictou at 5 o'clock Atlantic. First game, really solid game for Hannah McDaniel. She was given the player of the game, Whitecap's goaltender. See who it goes to here.
The player of the game for Whitecap, number 31.
Definitely a no-brainer. Could have went to Zoe. She had a good skate too. But Sadie, the reason it's only a 3-1 game.
The player of the game for number 4.
Number 4 from PEI did have a really solid game, really nice goal, and a number of shots on net. She deserves that.